Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome here. My name is Samantha. I am a homeschooling mom to 5 kiddos, 4 of them that I homeschool. And today I wanted to share with you a little haul that I picked up from The Good and the Beautiful. I actually haven't shopped from them in probably about a year. I can't remember the last thing I bought. But I was looking for creative handwriting like guide, curriculum, or something of the sort for my daughter who is going into the 8th grade. She has been doing her language arts with master books and we've really enjoyed it, but she did ask for something to help kind of guide her a little bit more with creative writing. She's really actually a great writer. I think don't know that she's finished it, but she has been working on her first book. So she wanted something of that sort. And so as I was looking around, there's a few interesting things that I found on Christian Book. And then I remembered that The Good and the Beautiful had a creative writing. And so I was on their website looking for that. And while I was doing that, to make the shipping worth it, I went ahead and picked up a few other things. So let's go ahead and get started into what we picked up. So they have right now, as of the time of this video, on their website, if you purchase, I think it's like 5 books from their bookshop, then you get free shipping. And I didn't realize the creative writing was a part of the bookshop. So whenever I was picking that up, I went ahead and just added more stuff so that I could get the free shipping. Sometimes I feel like I'm saving money when I do that, but in the end, you still end up spending more money. But it's neither here nor there. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. So I actually already have some of the nature readers that they came out with, I think, a year and a half to 2 years ago. But the nature reader, the My Third Nature Reader, got ruined by water because it was near my plant shelf. And when we were watering it, it got caught in that. And so I went ahead and picked up another My Third Nature Reader. I wanted to have all of these now that my he just turned 7. Now that my 7-year-old is, picking up reading, I wanted him to have a variety of different kinds of readers. So I got him that, and then he actually still hasn't even read the first one yet, so he's not at the level of the 3rd reader, but since I was placing this order and I needed a 5th book, I went ahead and got it. Then I also got, they didn't have these before the last time I'd shopped with The Good and the Beautiful, so I picked up the My First Poetry Reader. And then I got the My Second Poetry Reader. And these are really cute, so I'm excited for him to have these. He'll obviously start with this one once we get back into a school routine. And then I knew that they had been coming out with the science for like preschoolers and kindergarten a while ago, but I hadn't, the last time I had shopped, I think they only had 1 or 2 of them. And so I wasn't really up in the know of what they had. And while I was on there looking, my 7-year-old is obsessed with dinosaurs. So when I was on there, I saw that they have the Science for Little Hands, or Science for Little Hearts and Hands, Bones and Stones. And that's the parent guide. And then here's the big book of science stories. So I went ahead and picked this up for him. And we do have, I am planning to do alveary science with him. So this is just something that him and I can do because I know he's going to be very interested in it. So maybe it's something we can start the day off with to get him motivated for school, to get him to want to do the other things that he's not so motivated to do. But gosh, this is so cute. If you have not checked out these sciences for, I don't even know what, I would probably say maybe kinder to 2nd grade. If you haven't checked these out, I would highly recommend it. This is the only one that I've gotten my hands on. I never did any, I think the first one that came out was Waves or something. I really don't remember. So I've not really seen these, but they're just so cute. And I'm really excited. And before I purchased it, I wanted to know kind of where they were coming from and talking about dinosaurs. And from what I gather, it doesn't really go into specifics on old Earth, young Earth, or any of that. That's kind of left up to the parent. So we are young earth creationist believers, so that's really good for me that I can do this, and then for what we believe as a family, I can tie that in, with our own studies that we do elsewhere. So this is really cute. And then for the purpose of this order, I did get the creative writing notebook. I only got the first one, and now that I have it, I will probably end up getting the second one, because I think she will complete this pretty quickly. Just because, she already looked at it a little bit, and so she's really excited about this and how it's going to basically guide her through different parts of creative writing. So what's in here? So there's descriptive writing practice, and then there is other different writing exercises, story starters. And then I see there's poetry practice in here. I think she'll really like this. And then again, I might end up going ahead and getting her the second one, because I could see her finishing this like in the first trimester, and then us just adding in the second one the second trimester or second semester. So we'll see. So the other thing that this same daughter is interested in, she actually asked me about this last year, was she's interested in learning more about birds and bird calls. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to put something together for her for that, because I haven't exactly come across something that is a specific study for bird calls, but I've seen different studies for specific birds, like North American birds or different things like that. And so I went ahead and got this bird watching notebook. This doesn't have the bird calls in there, but what I figured that she could do is go through these exercises, and while she's studying or while she's going through them, she can like pick a few birds. It has like a bird observation log here. So I figure as she's doing her bird watching and coming across different birds and filling out this notebook, then that will also prompt her to go and listen to their bird calls and hear the different variations of whatever said bird is that she's on. So I figured this was kind of like a starting point to get her into wanting to take it further to do the bird calls. And there's even like a bird watching bingo in here. It guides them through feather identification, bird tracks, how to use binoculars, observing their beaks. Let's see, the different uses of their beaks. And then studying the different feet of birds. And so, yeah, so she'll study the state bird, the national bird, bird of prey, bird of interest. And so I figure it's just a good starting point to get, a few birds studied. And then there's extra space back here where she can put in there whatever other birds she identifies, and she can, basically use this as a starting point to help guide her to learning different birds and their bird calls. So the other thing that I picked up when I was on there, which I was really excited to see that they came out with these, because we've done their more updated sciences before. The most updated one we've done is the health and nutrition. And we have planned to do the health and human mind. And then I actually have a few of them that I had already purchased. Motions and Simple Machines, Wonders of Energy, and Space Science. I've already purchased those, but they didn't have anything for my 7-year-old who was, 5, 6 at the time when I purchased them, to be able to use along with us. I had bought him one of the notebooks that was meant for like the 3 to 6th grade, and it was still, it was still a little over his head. So I saw that they came out with these science activity books, and so I went ahead and got him these for the units that we still haven't done. Since we're already starting the health and human mind, I didn't get him that one, which I probably should have, because it would have worked out fine, but I did get him the one for Motion and Simple Machines. Wonders of Energy, and then Space Science. So I am really excited, and it had been, like I said, it had been a little while since I had been on their website shopping for anything, but I'm really, really loving all of the new things that they're coming out with, especially for the younger ages. Like this science here is really good for my, that I'm really excited to use with my son. And then when he's doing stuff with us, when we're all doing sciences together, I'm glad to be able to have these also. And then when he, gets older, to be able to pick these up for my youngest too. I mean, she's still very young, but she loves to draw, she loves to color, and there's lots of coloring pages in here that she could just do. And then again, these readers, highly, highly, highly recommend these readers. They're super cute, super good. My now 11-year-old used their nature readers. I think she did the My Second reader, I believe, and the My Third reader, the one that we had that got ruined, and liked those. So really excited about that. I hope that you guys, if you're interested in checking any of these out, I will have their website linked below. Like I said, they have a lot of new things on their website from the last time I had checked. I had been on there, so I was excited to see that. And also, like, a lot of things look like they've just been updated too, which is really always nice and fun. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this haul video, please give it a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!